Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fournette on the counter. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. Well, that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. 20! Touchdown, Tampa Bay! So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their own 26. Corral with it on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Corral. Quick slant, caught by Moore. The Panthers at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Corral lost it. The ball is out. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic turbulence, people around you. Two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's Corral on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Gonzalez's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches. A really close eye now, because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. And a pretty athletic run right there, as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd and 12, Corral. And this one's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. The defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Go, Reed, go!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jalen Darden. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Check it. 450. 72.
Here's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point put through by Succop. And the route is on here in this first half. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Corral now to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey,
85 yards.
And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2nd down and goal. Corral. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
We got the worst special teams defense on earth.
Past the 20. He will
We got the worst
take this
special teams defense on earth.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I know a lot of
I
special
don't know
teams
that like
coaches,
4
they just want
kick
to
return
keep it away
touchdowns
from
in the
him
past
because
2
that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him.
Christ.
The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full
That's
head of
crazy
steam, and he
shit.
got a
I
full
ain't
head of
never
steam there.
I don't know 4 kick return touchdowns in 2 weeks. Would have been 5 if old buddy ain't fumbled.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back. And now look at this. Big game and a fumble.
This is bad luck. Like, I got a lot of bad luck.
And his crew will take over at their own
I got bad
45-yard
luck.
line.
Ready, set.
They begin with a run by Fournette to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Fournette really solidified his place with the Bucs last season. He ran for over 800 yards and 8 touchdowns and caught an impressive 69 passes. Tampa made sure he stuck around, too, giving him a new 3-year contract.
Fournette, a first down carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now he'll throw with Brady. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping
fumbled on the kick. Something happened.
Someone to help
Fumble.
assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting
Pick that
hit a
should have
lot
been
the
the
last
big
couple of games.
kick return touchdown. Man, a lot of shit.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Carlton Davis picks it. That is a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. If there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
147 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Corral, 3rd and 2. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. The 30, 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On the move past the 40, and he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
Here's Corral on 1st down.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Corral to throw once again.
And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, back to Fournette. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 86 yards on the ground for Fournette. It's a 1st down.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Fournette.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal.
From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Up the gun, Fournette. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Corral got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the play fake, Corral. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Corral complete quickly out wide here.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Corral with it. First down here.
And now here's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette.
No, Brandon, you stole.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A great effort right from the snap there on the defensive side from Amari Barno.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Come on, y'all. We still have a chance. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next
Come on,
drive.
Dan.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Oh, shit.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Bucs, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens.
You nigga really rats. Only till we fuck around the hole with John Morant. My niggas TTK, they trying to kill and get some wet.